obviously, if he's such an athletic guy, you don't ever want to tell him to pump the brakes. But is there more? Is there still a green light in terms of if he needs to, how he likes to create, maybe how Greg did, or do you really kind of tell him, look, let's try to do it this way first, and then if you have to, you create, or is that really up to him how he kind of directs things?
There's two ways to run your quarterbacks. There's design quarterback runs, and then there's off schedule runs, and that's a lot of stuff that Greg did. Was off schedule. Drop back, a guy's covered, or you get blinded as a shorter quarterback and you take off and run, and you make things happen with your feet, and that's field. When it's off schedule, there's a point in the down in the middle of the play when the defense has won, and you have to take care of the ball as an offense. And slow guys like me throw the ball out of bounds. Guys like De'Eric and Greg continue to extend the play, find people downfield, and so it's just understanding that critical moment in terms of the defense has won in coverage. I've got to now go run, protect the football, make something happen positive for our offense. And he's done an outstanding job of that. And just seeing him continue to get that feel over and over and over again. And Coach Browse has done a great job with him.
Scrimmage Saturday?
Yes, sir.
From first one to the second one, is there a big difference in what you'll look for, what you want?
Yeah, yesterday we kind of stole one in terms of the scrimmage. We went full pads and played about 40 plays and went live tackle. So we got a little half scrimmage in there. And it was a lot better execution-wise from an offensive standpoint. Guys were playing fast, executing depths of routes. It looked like what it was supposed to look like, played much cleaner. Defensively made some good plays. We had some situations where we had some penalties that extended drives. But effort was really good, and we'll come back out again Saturday and set the ball down and scrimmage again Saturday.
Defense had kind of been I won't say ahead, but they had been the ones in the first scrimmage. Right. Have you seen the offense catch up a little bit in terms of just being 2 weeks in now?
Well, that's what you want to see from the first scrimmage to the second scrimmage. There's so much volume and install, and it's even though you have time to work with them during the summer, it's not 11 on 11. There's not coaches out there coaching the finer points, so you expect there to be some execution errors in the first one and the defense to kind of be ahead. That's just typical. But going into the second scrimmage Wednesday that we had, the execution was better. You saw instead of coaching 3 or 4 things on a play, coaches are coaching 1 or 2 things on a play if they need to. So just need to continue to keep cleaning it up, keep playing fast.
Major, you mentioned in January when you made the hires of Randy and Kendall that at some point Kendall's a coach. He's also a son, and Dad's here, may not be here. That kind of you can't tell your kid not to talk to his dad.
Right.
Art was here today. Can you kind of just what the visit was about, or kind of his presence here today?
Well, it's his son, and I have a son, and I want to be around my son, and I want to be involved in everything that my son does, and I'm going to live vicariously through my son, and I love him to death, and I just feel like that's a big part of it. He also coached here, played here. I believe he had 3 children that went to school here. So there's a lot of reasons outside of that, but I just go to the human side in terms of if my son was coaching and I wanted to be around him, I would want to be around him. I haven't been a coach myself, and it's about fatherly love, really, at the end of the day.
Touching briefly on the offensive line, Jared Williams, what progress have you seen him make since Coach Clements arrived on campus? Jared.
Just being able to take his set of skills. He's got tremendous leverage and power in his arms and his hands, and taking techniques and fitting Jared's skills. It's just the experience. He's worked with a lot of different types of linemen, and whether tall, short, long, short arm, and he's looked at his skill set and said, okay, maybe the textbook technique doesn't work for this guy. Maybe there's some things that I've got to do that fit more of his body type to make him a better player. And he's so much more comfortable in his skin. He's just, he's filled out physically. He's played some ball last year, and I just see his confidence level. He's having a really good fall camp.
And then how important, real quick, is the flexibility of Braylon Jones? Obviously injuries could happen every year. You guys deal with it, but having somebody that could basically play any of those positions along the line, what value there is there?
It's tremendous to be able to have those utility players that can go from center to tackle. That's when you look at NFL rosters, when they talk about their 6th and their 7th, usually he's a 2 or 3 slot guy, and so Braylon is able to give us that versatility if need be, and he's highly intelligent. Valedictorian in his high school, he's carrying a 3.0 or better every semester. He's one of those guys you wanted to marry your daughter. I mean, he's a tremendous young man. amazes me. It just goes back to his parents. When you meet parents in recruiting, you know it right off the bat. And he's exactly the way his parents have raised him.
The marry their daughter type, is that the type that Garrett Davis is as well? I mean, he just seems like a guy anyone would want to have, maybe like a role model that you'd want people to look at on this team.
Yeah, he's done well, and you know he's senior leader, and that's what we want our seniors to be. And he's done an outstanding job thus far at fall camp. We're always going to be hard on him. We're always going to push our seniors really hard, and he's responded thus far. So I'm looking for big things in this year.